Hey everyone, I'm Sophia and welcome back to the Be Nerdy Booktube channel. I know I was supposed to have posted a books and makeup book tag and I couldn't because my skin is actually like awful. I have like 5 little pimples here that just, I really can't use makeup right now as these heal up and go away, so that will be for another time. Meanwhile, today's video is my February wrap-up. I pushed back filming this as much as I could. It is the last day of February because I have been listening to a lot of audiobooks at work and I really could see if I could finish the one I'm reading, but I couldn't, so I'm finishing it tomorrow. That's another side story. So in the month of February, I set up myself to read 5 books. I read 9. And of the 5 or 6 books I said in my February TBR, I read, I think, 4 of them. There was 2 that I couldn't get up to, which was Stain and Mark and Betrayed. And I couldn't just get to them because there was no audiobook. There was only the ebook and the physical copy, and I just didn't have time for them. And so of the 9 books I read, 8 were audiobooks. 1 was a physical book, as you could see, and I really enjoyed some of them. There were some really bad ones, but we'll get to it. So I'm gonna read these from my new planner for my YouTube videos because I realized that I am really like everywhere. So I decided to start writing things down and put some bullet points and everything. So if you see me looking down or looking like this, it's because I'm reading. And the first book I listened to actually in the month of February was Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in the Caraval series, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So I have mentioned this before in my previous videos, but Caraval were following 2 sisters, Donatella and Scarlett, and they are abused by their father, and they win some tickets to go to Caraval, which is supposed to be like this circus game, magic, and the winner gets a wish, and they want to use that wish to escape their father. So I had given Caraval a 5 out of 5 stars or a 4 out of 5 stars. And just Legendary really lowered it for me because I felt like a lot of the scenes I was watching, I had seen them before. There's this scene with Donatella and another character, and she's trying to make a deal, and you have seen that happen with Scarlett. And that actually annoyed me because I could actually predict what was going to happen throughout the rest of the story based on those little events. And I don't like to be able to predict. I like to be surprised, or surprised on the positive way, and this wasn't it. On the other hand, I really liked the mythology and things coming to life, and that was really awesome. And we're getting to know all of this mythology from this world, and that was like top notch. So second book, I'm not going to dwell on it a lot because I have planned a video talking about it for next week. It is The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson. This is the second book in the Truly Devious series, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Also an audiobook, and I liked it and I didn't. It is really hard for me to rate this book fairly just because the sheer amount of times they said, he said, she said, followed in a single like chapter or whatever. It's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious. And the whole forcing romance between Stevie and David, it doesn't dwell well with me. I don't really like them. They're like a disgrace pairing, honestly. They're really cool for like sexual tension or just that climate, but not for an actual pairing. Like, please don't force them together. I don't ship it. I don't like it, and they were forced down my throat in this book. I will get to it in the video, or else I'm gonna start ranting. Book number 3. So book numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6 are from a series, which is the Wayward Children, written by Seanan McGuire. And I read all 4 of them. They're like 4 hours each. And you could actually say this series is a bit of a mess. We're playing with children like from Narnia, and we're dealing with them after they go through this world, that like the doors. So book 1, which is Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really like the diversity in this book. You have an asexual, you have a powerful Asian woman, you have like bi, you have transgender, you have a lot of representation. It's really awesome in that aspect. I'm really proud of this book for this. But then we have the main character, Nancy. We're following Nancy on this one because she is from this Death Kingdom and such. And Nancy is a potato. She's just a potato. She's a stale brat. She doesn't do anything. There's this murder mystery around in the orphanage where they all go. And even though we're pointed out that she has like this huge importance in solving the mystery, she doesn't. Like, honestly, no. I really like the other characters. I really like Cade. I really want to see his backstory. I really like Jack and Jill, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. And that's basically it. Those are... Oh, I really like Christopher as well. So, book number 2, which is Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seanan McGuire. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's the backstory of Jack and Jill. They're twin sisters. They come from this gory, corpsey world where there are vampires. And we have Jill, who's like this pretty little princess. And we have Jack, which is, well, she is kind of a mad scientist and she loves corpses and experimenting and everything. And I really like these characters, and I really like to see them grow, which is something that didn't happen in the first book with Nancy. And I get it that we're following Jack and Jill over the course of some years, and we're following Nancy over the course of a few weeks, but that doesn't excuse for no character development. I'm sorry. Book number 3, and my hated book from this series, is Beneath the Sugar Sky by Seanan McGuire. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. This whole book is ridiculous, first of all. So we're following a character, and she's super annoying, and she is the daughter of one of the characters that dies in the first book. And that's no secret, like that's in the Goodreads description. Don't worry, I'm not spoiling. Just the daughter is annoying, the mom is annoying, the plot is just sick. Like, there's a whole roundabout just for this plot. I'm not gonna tell it because, well, I don't want to spoil anyone. But no, this book was a no. You can skip this one. Like, honestly, you can read the first one and the second one, and then you can just skip to the fourth, which wasn't that much better. And it is In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire again, and I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I don't like the character. She's made to seem like this. She's this super intelligent girl, and she makes like the stupidest decisions ever in her life. Like, honestly, God. We're following Lundy this time. She's the right arm of the headmistress of the orphanage, and we're following her since she was little. And her door has a particular characteristic, which has opened multiple times all over the years. Usually it only opens once, and that's it. Like, there's no going back other than a few special cases. And yeah, Lundy's door is one, and she's just this very self-centered, dumb even character. She's just all about herself and her feelings and what she wants, no regarding whatever consequences there are for the other characters. And there was a time jump in this book, which I didn't really like because I was very confused. I'm not going to go on to this because I really didn't like the 2 books. I am going to keep reading the series just for the sake of the world building, because I think the world is really cool and the whole positioning, it's freaking awesome. Okay, book number 7 of the month is my only physical book, and it is the second book of the Be Nerdy book club books of the month. The first one was The Vanishing Stair. I'm going to talk about these 2 in a separate video, like I said, and it is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I gave it a 5 out of 5, or no, I'm lying. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, and that's just because it is a series and I was a bit confused at the end. So we're following Selena Sardothian. She's this super assassin from Endovia. No, I can't remember the name of the world, honestly. She's the super assassin of Erilea, and she's caught, and basically she's sent to the salt mines to work, and we're following her until one day a prince goes to her and asks her to participate in the death contest to be the king's assassin, or else she's gonna die. If she accepts the offer, after 4 years of service, she can be free again. Of course, she accepts it, and we're following the story from there. And I'm not gonna say much because video. Book number 8. Book number 8 is a controversial one, and I really want to do a video only on it. It is Guinevere in Darkness by Cassandra Clare. It is the book 3, what am I doing? 3 in the Dark Artifices series, and it is the final book in that trilogy, and book number 12 in the Shadowhunter Chronicles. And I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars just because I really like the characters, and because I like a happy ending, because I had a whole lot of issues with this book. If you follow me on Goodreads, you know, while reading this book, there was just this huge, first of all, there was a death wish for some characters that's not normal, and there was a lot of feelings around it, and I really want to do a video solely on this trilogy and on this book, just so I can read that to you because it's hilarious. Final book, and book 1 of the series I'm currently reading. It is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro, and I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. And we're following the descendants of Sherlock Holmes and John Watson, the infamous duo, and we're following Charlotte Holmes and Jamie Watson. And they're in this school, and there's a murder that replicates stories from Sherlock Holmes, and it is targeting both Charlotte and Jamie personally. There's a lot of romantic dynamo between these 2, and Brittany did something I really like, which was capture the mystique of the original Sherlock Holmes tales, and I really liked it. So those are my 9 books for February. I hope I read more or less the same amount in March. We'll see. And keep on watching this video or this channel, because tomorrow I'm posting my March TBR, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm gonna have the Be Nerdy book clubs, the books of the month for February, like the review for both Throne of Glass and The Vanishing Stair, posted as well. And I'm gonna post a rant on Guinevere in Darkness because that book destroyed me. And if you want any reviews, like video reviews on any of these books, just comment down below and click the subscribe button and click on the bell to know when I post, because my posting schedule is a bit nutty. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!